You know, speaking of food, I could go for like a chili hot dog with cheese or French fries.
Yo, nuts.
You talking to me?
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't have to be the guy who threw a puppy out of the window of this car the other day.
Yeah, what's your business anyway?
Of course, I'm an animal lover, you know?
Animal lover?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, you don't mind your business, I'll stuff you in a plastic bag and throw you out a window. How's that?
You're a tough guy, huh?
Tough guy? I'll show you how tough I am.
My balls!
Oh, Vinny! Yeah. This here is a detective. Anybody see Richie? Yo. I don't know who got.
Big man with a badge and a gun.
Anybody know why Richie did Bobby Lupo?
You want to get by me? There's only two things stopping you. Fear and common sense.
That too, believe me, this guy's nothing without that badge and gun.
I offer $5,000 for that badge right now. Hey! 5,000 right now. That's it. Knock my teeth out. Gino,
You can't touch me.
Give me the merch and the bullets.
get out of here, Richie.
I want you to hang this mother on a hook. Do you hear me, Frankie? I got some scores to settle. Hang him up by a hook!
You know something? Richie's a bad guy. You're hanging around with the wrong kind of people.
The story begins in Brooklyn Heights, where Detective Gino Felino, a tough New York police detective with deep roots in the neighborhood, drives through the streets with his longtime partner named Bobby Lupo. They are supposed to keep a low profile while waiting for the right moment to break up a multi-million-dollar drug deal that is about to take place. Bobby keeps reminding Gino to stay focused on the operation, but Gino is a Brooklyn guy first and a cop second. As they sit in the car, Gino suddenly notices a pimp violently beating one of his girls.
Gino, we got a $3 million hit about to go down over here. You don't like it? Turn your head.
Bobby warns him not to interfere because it could ruin the entire sting operation, but Gino is already stepping out of the car.
You pregnant! You let some prick get you pregnant! Go!
He grabs the pimp and pulls him away from the woman, trying to calm the situation and give the man a chance to walk away. Instead, the pimp sneers and spits out a vile insult about Gino's wife and daughter.
I will wife and kill your mother.
Gino slams him across the hood of a car, and by the time backup arrives, the pimp is already unconscious. Meanwhile, Richie Madano, an unstable Italian mafia figure controlling parts of the New York streets, hides in an apartment with his crew. He shows them a large stack of cash and tells them to stay loyal to him for the next 48 hours, and if they do, the money is theirs.
You guys stick by me, all that money's yours.
No one wants to risk becoming the next person Richie kills, so they all reluctantly agree. On the following morning, Bobby Lupo walks down the street with his wife and children. Suddenly, Richie steps out of a car and shoots Bobby point blank. As Bobby collapses, Richie calmly walks over, throws a photograph onto his chest, and empties the rest of his gun into him, right in front of Bobby's terrified wife and two children. Richie doesn't realize it yet, but he has just crossed one man in Brooklyn who will hunt him down without mercy. Richie is a crack addict who grew up with both Gino and Bobby, but years of drug abuse and violent rage have turned him into a psychotic killer who no longer fears consequences.
Hey, will you move the goddamn car?
Later, as Richie and his crew sit in traffic, a woman angrily tells them to move their car. Feeling insulted, Richie calmly steps out and shoots her in the head before driving away toward their Brooklyn hideout. Even his own men are horrified by what they just witnessed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's me.
Bobby Lupo's been shot on 18th Avenue. In front of his wife and kids.
Oh my God.
Not long after, Gino receives the devastating news that his partner has been murdered. He rushes to the crime scene.
Now give him some room, will you? Come on, come on.
Step aside, please.
Make a move for a minute. Check with the people over there. See if there are any more witnesses.
After personally identifying Bobby's body, he realizes the murder happened less than an hour earlier. His captain tells him that witnesses saw Richie throw something onto Bobby's body, but the police never recovered the item. With eyewitnesses already identifying Richie as the killer, Gino knows exactly who he is hunting. He asks the captain to let him handle the case his own way.
I'll feed you every dope digging dive he's got. But let me do it my way. You just give me an unmarked and a shotgun, all right?
The captain authorizes a manhunt and gives Gino a shotgun along with an unmarked car. Gino's first stop is a meeting with his contact, Frankie, and Frankie's boss, Don Vittorio. Don Vittorio also wants Richie eliminated because his reckless behavior is attracting too much police attention.
He spilled the blood of an innocent man in front of his family. And on my sidewalk.
Gino makes it clear that the situation is personal and warns them not to interfere with his hunt for Richie, whom they also see as a dangerous loose cannon. After delivering his warning, Gino leaves to search for leads that might reveal Richie's location. While driving through the city, Gino notices another driver toss something out of a car window. When he stops to check, he discovers a German Shepherd puppy and rescues it. Downtown, Gino meets one of his informants and demands information about Richie. The informant claims he knows nothing.
You see anything, you drop a dime, right?
Yeah, well. Nos vemos.
Hasta luego. Cuídate.
Okay.
Suddenly, Richie and his crew appear from behind and begin chasing Gino through the streets while firing their guns. Gino skillfully evades them, but they escape when a delivery truck blocks his path. Gino continues tracking them and eventually arrives at a local deli where Richie's men try to set up an ambush.
Come on, let's get out of here, Richie.
I want you to hang this up on a hook. Do you hear me, Frankie? I got some scores to settle. Hang him up by a hook!
You know something? Richie's a bad guy. Hanging around with the wrong kind of people.
After the confrontation, a frightened cashier finally admits that Richie passed through earlier. Still searching for answers, Gino storms into the bar run by Richie's brother, Vinny Madano. Vinny and his friends refuse to cooperate and begin mocking Gino, telling him he is nothing without his badge and gun.
Anybody see Richie? I don't know, God.
Believe me, this guy's nothing without that badge and gun.
Gino loses patience and attacks them.
I offer $5,000 for that badge right now. $5,000 right now. Got that badge.
Knock my teeth out!
Come on, Six.
Come on. Come on, get it, come on,
Gino, you
You can't touch me.
I want to talk to your brother now.
He's gonna want to talk to you, his self scumbag.
Even after beating several of the men, he still gets no useful information about Richie. Soon afterward, Gino learns that Richie did not stop with Bobby's murder. He continued killing people throughout the city, including the woman he shot during the traffic incident. Determined to find him, Gino storms into the bar owned by Richie's sister, Patty Madano, hoping to get a lead. A security guard blocks his way and tells him to leave, but Gino pushes past him and forces his way inside.
You seen your brother anywhere?
What are you, stupid? I already told you no.
He confronts Patty directly, but she refuses to reveal her brother's location. To pressure Richie into showing himself, Gino arrests her.
Oh, what are you kidding? Gino! You...
When Richie's estranged father hears about Patty's arrest, he comes to the police station to speak with Gino, but Gino locks him up as well. Later, Gino returns home to see his wife. Suddenly, Richie's men attack the house.
You're dead.
Drop it!
Gino kills every one of them, saves his wife and son, and immediately moves his family to a hotel for safety until the threat is gone. Meanwhile, Richie returns to his brother Vinny's bar and brutally beats him for failing to kill Gino when he had the chance.
All I heard was you clipped Bobby Lupo. Now you want me to go a cop too? Huh? Huh?
At that moment, Frankie and his men emerge from hiding and ambush Richie's hitman in a sudden shootout. Not long afterward, Gino discovers white powder and photographs of 2 waitresses hidden under Bobby's desk. He investigates further and learns the truth. Richie killed Bobby because Bobby was having an affair with one of the waitresses, Richie's girlfriend, Roxanne Ford. When Gino later visits Roxanne's home, he finds her dead. He realizes that Richie must have killed her before murdering Bobby.
This is what I found in Bobby's desk. Now, from the extreme rigor mortis in the body, it looks to me like, I would say, time of death 24 hours ago, before Bobby.
Gino then visits Bobby's widow to tell her what he has discovered. While searching through her purse, he finds the same photograph Richie had thrown onto Bobby's body.
Is this what Richie threw on Bobby after he shot him? Huh? Bobby was dirty, wasn't he?
The truth finally comes out. Bobby had been a corrupt cop who wanted the same luxurious lifestyle as Richie. Shockingly, Bobby's wife already knew about his corruption. After discovering a photograph of Bobby and Roxanne together, she had given the picture to Richie out of jealousy, never expecting Richie to murder Bobby because of the affair. After the killing, she secretly removed the photo from Bobby's body to protect her husband's reputation.
Gino, you have an emergency phone call from Piccolino.
Yeah, Angie, you patch me through right now.
Later that night, Gino's informant finally calls with crucial information. Richie is hiding at his second girlfriend's house. Gino tracks down the location and finds Richie hosting a wild party.
He's in the bathroom.
What are you gonna do, huh?
After eliminating all of Richie's men, Gino finally confronts him. The two engage in a brutal hand-to-hand fight. Gino beats Richie senseless before killing him by stabbing a corkscrew directly into his forehead. Moments later, Don Vittorio's men arrive, intending to kill Richie themselves. Instead, Gino grabs one of their guns and fires several shots into Richie's already lifeless body. He then tells the man to return to Don Vittorio and claim the credit for the kill. Later, Gino and his wife adopt the rescued puppy and name him Coraggio, the Italian word for bravery. While visiting a store, they run into the same man who had abandoned the puppy earlier. Gino immediately confronts him and knocks him unconscious.
I'm an animal lover, you know?
Animal lover?
Yeah.
As the man lies on the ground, Gino's wife laughs while the puppy urinates on the man's head.
Oh, Vic, look over here. Is that a police dog or what?
Subscribe for more dramas like this, and don't forget to like the video, it really helps the channel grow.